Well, hello there, scientists. How are you all doing today? I'm Adriel Johan Domingo, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be your guide in this topic. Are you curious about what's happening around here? Well, this is the world of thermodynamics. Now you might be wondering, what is thermodynamics? Thermodynamics is the science that studies the relationship between heat, work, temperature, and energy. It's all about how energy moves and transforms in a system, whether that system is open, closed, or even isolated. Think of it this way. Have you ever noticed how a hot cup of coffee eventually cools down? How rubbing your hands together makes them warm? That is thermodynamics. It helps us understand how energy flows the way it does. Now, there are many laws of thermodynamics, but for today, we'll be focusing on the first and second law. Are you guys ready? Well, let's get going. In the simplest way to explain it, the first law of thermodynamics tells us that energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only transform from one form to another. This means that all the energies in the universe is just constantly shifting around. For example, when you eat your food, the chemical energy stored in it is converted into kinetic energy when you move and thermal energy when your body generates heat. This law is what keeps the universe in balance. It's why roller coasters work, why engines run, and even why the sun keeps us warm. Now, let's take a look at an experiment to prove this. Imagine you take an empty bottle and seal a balloon on top to create a closed system. Place the bottle in a bowl and pour hot water around it. Watch what happens. As you can see, the balloon expands. Why? Because the heat from the water is transferred to the air inside the bottle. The molecules start moving faster, increasing pressure, which forces the balloon to inflate. This is energy transformation in action. Cool, right? But now, let's talk about the other law of thermodynamics. Now, on to the second law of thermodynamics. This one is all about entropy. Entropy is just a fancy word of saying things naturally get more disordered over time. Imagine a clean room. If you don't actively clean it, it eventually gets messy, right? That is entropy in action. Energy will always spread out unless we do something to keep it stable. Now, to prove this, I want you all to participate in this experiment. Rub your hands together for about 20 seconds. As you are rubbing, can you feel the heat generating in your hands? That is friction converting kinetic energy into thermal energy. And guess what? That process is irreversible. You can't take that heat and turn it back into movement. That's why machines, people, and even the universe itself loses useful energy over time. This law is the reason why ice melts, why phones tend to heat up when charging, and why your coffee never reheats itself. Energy always moves from hot to cold. So to sum up everything we've learned, the first law says that energy doesn't disappear, it just changes forms. And the second law says that energy naturally spreads out, increasing entropy. These laws explain everything that happens in our universe. It isn't just an abstract science, it's literally shaping everything around us. And that is all for today. I hope you all guys learned something new. Stay safe and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!